Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Now, as you can see, we're going to get right into this premier draft of Aetherdrift. Welcome and thank you for being here now, especially to my one new YouTube subscriber. Now, as always, I will say my picks, why I do them, and if you learn anything from it, I hope you do. And if you have any feedback for me, also please do let me know either in the comments or with clicking. Now, I think we deserve some good single color rare. Alright, let's see what this pack has. There's a Perilous Snare, which I think is a premium removal spell. 3 mana, just exile any permanent. I think this is amazing. There's also this Thopter Fabricator, which is pretty good. However, this is best in very specific decks, for instance, when you cycle stuff. So this is also a very good card, plus the spin out. But I think the Perilous Snare is the best card of the pack. Overall, a very, very, very strong pack. Scurryfoot is amazing, spin out, Wicker Folk is great. These two are good. But I think the Perilous Snare is the thing that I'm going for. As I said before, I could pick this. But if I end up in blue-white, for instance, I will not draw many second cards each turn. So this will just be a 4/4 flying artifact vehicle, which is not amazing. So I'm going to take the Perilous Snare because this will be an MVP in any color combination deck. Okay. This pack, on the other hand, is not that strong. There is a good uncommon in our colors, which I will take here. The Lynx is amazing. Picking this will also cut off any other cards in the color white. Now, other cards that might be interesting to pick if there wasn't a color Glory Heart Lynx. I don't think I would take the Quick Welder. I'd probably take the Unit or the Broken Wings. But overall, a pretty mediocre pack. Pack number 3. Oh my goodness. Explosive Getaway. This is just pretty much a board wipe. And it saves one of your dudes. Now, and you don't even have to be a red-white to play this card. So, I am taking this, but that won't put me in red-white simply because the red is at the 5 mana spot, which means I can easily play it in this way that I actually just splash the red and maybe we'll go white-green or whatever. Red does seem reasonably open, so maybe red-white is the thing that we're going to do, but I don't like playing red-white, to be honest. Okay. Necro Regent is amazing. White is being cut. Overall, wow, this must have been an amazing pack as well. I'm going to take a Necro Regent. I know it's the only black card, but if you get this 4th pick, what else is there to say? I mean, let's be honest. This is just an amazing card. People should have first picked this. So it seems like we might end up in a white-black start your engines deck with splashing the Getaway. And I will try to force that. Not going to take the Synergist because I don't know with how many artifacts we will end up. I'm going to take the Sideswipe. This is just a very good removal. We will probably end up with some 1 and 2 drops. And then even if you don't sacrifice a vehicle for this and you don't draw a card, it's still very good. Okay, now it's a very late lightning strike, but as I said, I prefer playing black-white instead of white-red. So I'm going to take a Javelineer, which is a pretty decent 3-drop. It makes all your 1 and 2 drops better, pretty much. Okay, well, I like the Oil Gorger, but I also like the Pilot. But I think it has to be the Oil Gorger, and then our top end will be secured. Now, if this was actually going to start our engines, I would probably take it. The only thing that this is good for at the moment is sacrificing it with the Sideswipe because you can get it back. So I'm just going to take the Oil Gorger as a top end. I'll take this land, which starts our engines. Excuse me. I never have any problems with my throat and talking, except for when I start recording, then it all starts to be messed up. I should keep my eyes open for any white, red, or, well, you know, any color of this combination. And I want 2 drops that starter engines. Okay, well, I would like the sarcophagus, but I think I want to splash this badly, so I need this one. I hope to pick up some of these later on, because they're excellent in our deck. If this one wasn't in here, I would just take the sarcophagus, obviously. And if we eventually end up with another, what is it, black, red land, that would be very good. Okay, well, I don't think I will play it, but, you know, it's a card. Oh, very glad to see that. Don't really care about the scouter. I'll take the ace, but I don't think I will play it. Stall out is okay. Don't think I will play that. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Bright Glass Gear Hulk. Well, if we were pretty much only in white, I would consider going into these colors. But considering there's 2 cards which also start our engines soon, for instance the Nesting Bot and the Momentum Breaker, which fits perfectly in our plan. We want to be max speed at turn 5 and then play one of these. I'm going to take the Momentum Breaker. This is a very good removal spell, which starts our engines. So I'm just going to take that. Someone will be very happy with the Gear Hulk. Okay. Well, sure, yeah, I'll take it. Now I wouldn't mind picking up more Oil Gorgers, because we would need some kind of life gain. But once you get this going, even if you lose some life, the card advantage that you get from this will be amazing. Okay, so nothing really good in white or black. I don't want to play this one. There's a Thrill Roller, which is pretty nice. But I'm not sure if I could splash a turn 3 card. I like the Back on Track, but we don't have any self-mill. Nor do we have any cycling. I guess I'll speculate on this and take it over the Thrill Roller. I want to stay in 2 colors, but white is being cut off hugely. I'm taking the Back on Track. Maybe we will end up getting one of the Archfiends. Okay, well, Right's End and Hour of Victory. I love the Hour of Victory, but I think I have to take the removal spell here. We have 1 removal spell so far. Hope to pick up a Grim Bauble at some point, but a Right's End is exactly what we need. Javelineer or this strange card. 3 mana get a Pilot. I think this is much better in the in a white-red deck. Hey, good evening, Shiva. Welcome back. Now for me, it's between the Javelineer and the Night Market. And I think I would like some more 3-drops. So I'm just going to take this. And maybe the Nesting Bot, which we passed on earlier, might get it back. Okay, well, Deathless Pilot or Sarcophagus. I think the Sarcophagus is the best for us, since we want to get max speed. How are you? Thank you. Well, thanks for asking. I'm actually pretty good. First draft since a while. And as you can see, it's all looking nicely. This was our first pick, the Start Your Engine card. And then we got past the Speed Demon in the second pack. Surveyor is nice. There's also a Barons, which is excellent for our fixing. I just assume that we will pick up more 3-drops later on. I just want to make sure that we can splash the board wipe. And Glider is okay. Now I don't think this is an amazing card, but simply the fact that you can maybe give this flying on turn 4 and get that last thing speed up, I think that's actually worth playing it for. Very glad to see the Nesting Bot here. Solid way to start of engines. We have quite some 5-drops already. I'm going to take the Bloodfell Caves, and I think then our mana will be good. Guess I'll take this shortcut. And how about you, Shiva? How have you been? Very glad to see you online as well. Thanks for joining me. Don't think I want any of these. Now, we have a lot of playables. There is, however, a big gap in our 4 drops. Well, I guess there was a big gap in our 4 drops. My goodness, this pack. Can I just take this whole pack and then leave? I mean, Necro Regent, amazing. Pride of the Road, amazing. These two, amazing. But I'm going to take the Gonti. This thing is an absolute beast. The fact that you can just play this on turn 4 and then swing with a silly creature and then get value from it already. But I assume that one of these 4 cards will hopefully wheel. I would be happy with either Wickerfolk or the Bauble. But a Gonti is exactly what we need. Alright. We're a bit light on creatures, but I think I cannot pass on a right end. Sarcophagus will probably come around, I think. Siphon Fuel is okay, but I prefer the right end. And now let's see... Okay, well, another one. Don't think I want to play that. It's pretty crap, to be honest. Right end number 3, why not? And now I just need pretty much 2 drops, creatures. This one might actually be interesting for us. Simply because it... we can reanimate it if we want. Could also take the Gallant Strike, but we are very high on removal. I guess I'll take this as a top end card. Okay, very happy to see the links. I'll take it over the Sarcophagus. I think we will get one Sarcophagus later. Guess I'll take the Glider. Prefer not to play it though. Would like 1 or 2 more creatures. Liking this. Don't really care about these. Prefer not to play 2 gliders, but you never know what we're going to get. And if we get another 2-drop, which it doesn't seem like we might. Very late Pathmaker. Yeah, I think maybe we'll get past one of these. And then it's okay. Or maybe we could get another Oil Gorger. Because now we will get the pack, which had quite some decent cards. Okay, well, the Grim Bauble, I'm taking it. But as you can see, all the stuff was taken. I'm taking the Bauble because it's good with the Sideswipe. Sarcophagus, slamming that. Now, if you have any feedback about this deck, I don't know if you're a pro or if you're good at deck building, but I need to do some cutting. So if you want to get, I don't want to cut another creature. If you have any feedback for me when it comes to this, then please do let me know. We have a lot at the 5-drop. But we have very little at the 6-drop. So I think I'm tempted to not play the Back on Track. Because we don't have any self-mill. We have this one to cycle, but getting this back is not a very impressive move. The only way that I could see using this is simply if one of our top-end bombs dies and we want to get it back. For instance, the Gonti or the Oil Gorger or the Necro Regent. That might be the only reason to play it. So maybe I just get rid of the Gravestalker, keep our curve low, and use the Back on Track for one of our bombs. Because getting Gonti back or getting the Speed Demon or even the Necro Regent back, I think would be way more impactful than just resurrecting this. So I think I just talked myself into the solution. I think this is going to be it. Now mana wise, we have some double black. So we need at least 8. Now we have 8, which is good. We have 3 red, which is fine. And we have 8 white. Now, as a way to help you out, mana-wise, I would always make sure that if you have just your main colors, white, for instance, white-black in our case, I would always make sure that you have 8 of that color. Okay. Okay, well, let's get to it. Kind of aggressive deck, a lot of removal. Now I must say that the right ends that we have are not as good in an aggressive deck as in a defensive deck, simply because you want the opponent to be attacking you to use it. Oh, this is a very good start. Glad to keep this. Opponent mulligans. Now I think the best play for us, depending on what he does, is of course play the links. Then play either of these two, preferably the sarcophagus, to start the engines and then swing with the links. But this curve is looking amazing. So let's just do this. And depending on what he plays, if he plays that Mangler, I will just use the Javelin here, because then it can trade. And we will still have gotten our advantage by finding a planes. And we get, oh, wow. And we get to Servile if it dies, which is fine. And we gain 3 life. I can only be positive. We have plenty of planes. Well, I'm not sure if that's worth bobbling. But I guess it might be, because then we can just get in for 4 and start our engines. So I think I'm just going to do this. Next turn we can sideswipe something. And if he actually wants to use all of his mana next turn to get this back to his hand, we will deal even more damage. So we're being very aggressive now. But I think that's okay. Okay, well, I am going to sideswipe that with the Grim Bauble. And all we have to do now is draw one of our 5 drops, which we have a lot of. For instance, Gonti, the Demon, the Oil Gorger, Necroregent. I'm fine with everything. Okay, well, that is also fine. So let's just see what he has. If he wants to use a bounce spell or whatever, that's fine. And I'm keeping up the snare. I could go very aggressive and play this just to put a counter on something, but I think we're good. Yeah. So this can get in for quite a bit, and if that's all he plays, even if he plays something else, I think it's still over. We are drawing a lot of lands. Maybe we could cut 1 land, by the way. Didn't really think about that. Let me think. I think he's still dead. He has to have a trick or something. I'm just going to pump this one. And, okay, good game. I think I might just cut 1 land, actually. Maybe it will be the Start Your Engines land. And we can put in the card draw card. Because as I said, our curve is maximum 5 drop. These are all 2 drops, so it's just this. I'm not sure. I'm just going to continue. Maybe we were just unlucky. I mean, it's all a game of chance, drawing the right cards. So if I can ask you, Shiva, what makes you come back to this channel? Is there anything that interest you? Or are you just entertained by it? What is your... I mean, I appreciate you being here, of course. But I don't get that many viewers. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to curve out nicely and use this. You like the chill vibe. Nice. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Well, that's not the best curve out, but next turn we can do links and rise end on that dude. But we will be getting quite some damage, I assume. Wow, he should have just attacked and then I wouldn't have blocked, right? Cannot play Gonti, unfortunately. And I think I will just... Do I want to offer the trade? I think he won't block. If he does want to block with the air response unit, that's fine. Then we can surveil. I mean, I would really like a swamp. And now we can still exile that because it's tapped. So this is fine. I'll surveil away any land. Oh, I will not surveil away that land because it gives us black. Let's just exile that and play the links. I think I will have to keep that up defensively. Oil Gorger or Gonti next turn. He's stuck on lands. I think I wouldn't say I smell blood, but if the opponent is at 3 lands, I think you have to just try this. Okay. Right, well, we can just do that. Let's see. It has exhaust for red. Other creature you control gain haste until end of turn, put proc on this creature. Okay, so I probably shouldn't attack into that, I think. So he is stabilizing a bit. Okay, so now he could get a dragon if he actually finds his 4th land. It seems like he doesn't. So I'm just going to play the Gonti. I'm going to sacrifice one of these. I will saddle this one. Just to thin out my library. And he will just block one of these, but I will still get some kind of value from it. Oh, we found the mountain that he really liked. So he found his 4th land, which is painful for us. I think we just need to... So he can make a dragon at instant speed. If we attack with the sarcophagus, we can kill either. If we attack with the nesting bot, he he will still lose one of the 2. So I'm just going to attack with these 2. I mean, if the nesting bot dies, that's no big deal. Yeah. And I hope he blocks in a way that I can... Okay, well, I can at least kill one of them. But we're not at max speed, unfortunately. And now we can surveil some kind of removal. But the big dragon is annoying. Let's find our resurrection spell now. Okay, don't need that. Also don't need that. Yep. I think he should attack, right? Okay. Called it. Is there anything better to get back? I think not. However, there's no way that we can get to max speed. So let's just get Gonti and the pilot. And now hopefully next turn he will not play a creature, so that we can just attack with the 2/1/1s and get our engines to max speed. Oh dude. He hates Gonti. Well, we can get to max speed, which is good news. And I think I just exile this, because I have the mana for it. And all we need now is to draw one of our 5 drops. So I think we have about 4 of them. But we are in the top deck mode and we are drawing a lot of lands. So we just continue. I will sacrifice the Momentum Breaker. But I think after this game I will cut 1 land for the card draw sorcery. Because we're just... well, we're not really flooded, but we are drawing too much lands in comparison, or too many lands in comparison to our action. Okay. Now that is sweet. And I guess I'll just kill one of the Ramblers. But we still don't have any good attacks. We don't have a spin out. Yeah, well he is he's going nuts. I don't think we're blocking. We can attack with the Sarcophagus next turn, but we need to draw something big. That's not something big. Well, yep. Definitely flooded here. 2/4. Chandra. Dude.
My team's got me covered.
Okay. We have come to choose upon getting haste. So I think we need to chump the Paragon. Or, well, just that one. But we need to top deck our board wipe. But even then, it will not kill the Rambler. And we're just throwing lands. Yeah, he didn't need Chandra to finish us.
Let's see how fast it goes.
It also has crew 1. I think we're just dead, right? 5, 11, yeah, good game. So, very flooded. I think this was... it takes the cake. I will remove the uncolored land that we have and put in the sorcery to draw more cards, because even though it was just bad luck, we also had it last game, so maybe our curve is low enough to do this and put in that one. Okay. But I do like the deck. I think I'm very happy with what we've got going. No black source, but I think I will keep this. And I will play the tapped lands, because I prefer to have the links over the glider. Though we cannot saddle the links with the glider because it's too small. So it's a bit of a slow hand, but hope to be able to find a swamp. That is not a swamp, unfortunately. Lovely, he has the same colors. There we go. Now he can probably make a treasure, but we can just find a land, which I think is better than a treasure. But our engines haven't started yet, which is unfortunate. Ooh. That's a big dude. I think I'm going to need my right end for that one. Now we can start our engines. Do I sacrifice my Javelineer? I don't think there is a reason to. I don't need the Surveil this badly. I don't want to right end. Crazy. And now I think the glider can be pretty good because it also gets +1. But it also secures our speed getting up. This is crew 5, I mean that's huge. I think I have to do some kind of attack next turn, make him crew that, if he gets the power for it. Ooh. Big old wagon. Gas Guzzler. So he doesn't have good attacks. Well, that's actually pretty decent. Don't think we need it on at this board. So we can just attack with that one freely. We can settle the glider with that one. So let's just get in with some free attacks. Keep up the right end. And filter all the planes out of our deck. Okay. No need to do this, I think. Also no need to do the right end, so I'm just going to play this. And next turn we'll make some zombies. And if he actually does attack with the path cruiser or whatever, I'm just going to take it, I mean. Okay. So now he could get the path cruiser into action. But I think it's best for us just to do this. This flies over, and even if he has a right end, the glider doesn't tap, so this could be a pretty safe getting our engines to max speed. And next turn we can just do a full swing, I guess. I hope he doesn't have the board wipe, because then I will be very sad. I mean, he could have it. Maybe I should have played around it and just not build out my board this much. But if he doesn't have the board wipe, I think it's pretty much done. Okay, well, he doesn't have the board wipe. Let me think. He has 4 blockers, we attack with everything. He blocks the... Okay, well that's still not a... He has 4 blockers, he blocks the 4 biggest. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it can't really end well for him, right? So... I think we just attack with everything. 3, everything is 2. Guess the glider will die anyway. See what he does. If he actually crews that up, that will be crazy. He shouldn't. If he does, I will just exile anything else and we will have lethal. I think he's going to maybe crew this with the Javelineer. And if he does, I will right end it in response, and then he will have even one blocker less, and then I think it's pretty over. I mean, there's no point in him to crew this, right? Wow. Okay. Good game. I'm not sure why I didn't even have to do that, I think. By crewing that, he just had 2 blockers less, while he needed every single blocker just to survive. So we are 2-1. It's all looking nicely. And we were not flooded this game. Though we also didn't draw the card that which we put in. What is it? The 3-mana sorcery. Currently waiting. Okay, well, I assume that this game or the next game it will be more difficult to win, because we will get up in a higher kind of competition. But I think our deck does exactly what it wants. And it says a lot if at some point you have to pick some other card over the Necro Regent. You know, that's just some crazy packs. Yep, loving this. Excellent curve out. We have the glider, so we can get a... If he plays a creature, we can just get in for starting our engines. I hope he plays like the Dragoneer, or what is it, the Dragonaut? Something big. Don't kill my glider, dude. Okay, I can live with that. Well, that even broke more momentum than the momentum breaker will. But now, you know, maybe the Javelineer is the best play, and just see if he wants to trade whatever he plays now. Okay. I think the Javelineer is still the best play. Sure. I mean, let's be honest, if he wants to counter that, I'm glad that he does. I have another one. Plus, he better not counter the Speed Demon. So we'll just try it again. Okay. Get in for 2. Get in for 1. And next turn I will do the shortcut or the momentum breaker. Maybe even both. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or vehicle of choice. So I think I'm just going to do the shortcut first. Hopefully draw an untapped land. Okay, I don't. Which is unfortunate. Do I sideswipe this? I don't think so. I'd rather sacrifice a nesting bot. Next turn we could play the Speed Demon if he taps out. And otherwise I'm just going out wider. Okay, well that's a good target for this. So I think I'm just going to clear out his board before we... oh. We miss... It's just unfortunate that we have one land too few to do all the stuff. So I think I'm just going to remove all the things. Especially that one. But we only have 1 white. Could play Gonti, but then I cannot remove any of these. So I think I will just Right, and that one. I could use the momentum breaker to make him sacrifice the hull drifter. I think I will, because then our speed will at least be up a bit. This can only sacrifice an artifact creature. Yeah, that's too bad. If it could sacrifice an enchantment, that would be amazing. But if he taps out, I'll probably just play Gonti. Get in with a Flying Vigilance dude. White. Okay. Do you have another counter spell? Please don't. Well. Do I want to kill that badly? I don't think so. Do I want to play the nesting bot badly? Kind of depends on what I draw. So let's just play Gonti. See if he counters it. That would be disappointing, but hey, that could happen. See if we can maybe hit a land or a 1-drop. Transit Mage is okay. It might seem crazy, but I don't want him to draw a lot of cards, so I'm just going to do this. Can we find anything with the Transit Mage? I don't think we have an artifact of mana 4 or 5. Oh, interesting. No, he probably shouldn't attack. Okay, well, then I'm sure he has something. Or he badly wants his speed to go up. So, I'm just going to attack with Gonti first. Okay, hit a land, maybe? That's not land. As you can see, still not playing the speed demon, I know. I just want to get rid of the guide light, because if he gets up to speed next turn, it will be problematic for us. Let's just make the Gonti a bit bigger. Maybe should have done the sarcophagus, because he might have lightning strike. Good game. Wow, we didn't even need our speed demon there. Now, I must admit, being at 14 life at max speed, playing the speed demon, that's some risky business. But then again, you draw 4 cards, so the odds of getting the oil gorger are quite big. Okay, 3 and 1. Let's keep this chill vibe going, as Shiva calls it. And also the winds would be nice. Ouch. It's a long queue. More wins for us indeed. Now I'm already happy with a 3 win. That means that at least I didn't lose like 1,000 gems. I think if we lose now, I lose like 500. But I think this deck could go 4, maybe even 5. Well, Lynx will have to carry us to finding the lands. So I'm going to keep this and hopefully draw a kind of 1, 2 or 3 drop. Or just some natural lands. I mean, we have 2 things to do at turn 2 and 3. But, you know, Lynx is good anyway, even if you cannot saddle it. 2-3 lifelink for 2 is crazy. Well, if now we could get a sarcophagus or the javelin dude. Okay, well, the javelin dude, I hope. Any creature really, to be honest. I don't want to use my momentum breaker on the wicker folk. Called it. I mean, that just makes you happy, doesn't it? Get some life, find the plains, be able to play Gonti next turn, then maybe the Oil Gorger afterwards. And he kills my Lynx. Well, most definitely going to play Gonti now, since he doesn't have any good blocks. So either he takes 4 and I take a card, or he chumps, which is fine. What do you have? Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, this is a pretty big turn. We could just swing with both. All he can do is trade the Javelineer and we still get his value. And then we could also attack with the Oil Gorger and our engines will be on. We could also exile this and then we'll get in for 7. But I think offering the trade and then surveilling is good enough. Could just do this. I think this might actually be the better turn. I mean, we have plenty of removal for all this stuff. Okay. Good game. I'm sorry, the crank. That was nothing personal. Alright, Diamond 2. Can you smell it, Shiva? I smell... Yeah, I do smell. It smells like... it smells like ranking up. What is it? Going into the mythic rank? But do still need to do quite some work though. It does smell like mythic. 4 and 1. I call this lovely. Now Shiva, I know that you weren't there, I think 2 recordings ago. But also for the people who are watching this on YouTube, I recorded a game a while ago. And I'm not that experienced with the whole, what's it called, Twitch stuff. So what I do, which I also have right now, is just I have Twitch open, I watch myself doing Twitch, and then I have the chat on the right side. But I didn't mute myself on Twitch. So what actually happened is, I recorded, and whenever there was a game sound or a desktop sound, which was also, of course, my talking, I heard an echo. So the whole game was just echoes all the time. Oh my goodness, can we have a better hand than this? The only difference could be that we could go first, but I'll take this every day. Now just a swamp to make it all amazing. I would be very happy. This is just... Okay. Well, I want to get speed up because I want to get in with the Gonti next turn, and we don't have a turn 3 play. So let's just do this. And get our speed up. With that swamp draw. Oh no. Not the siphon. It's such a pain. Okay, well, at least he's at 1 speed, and we're at 3, so... Next turn we can just double attack and... get the Gonti going. And I think it's still worth it. I want to hit the land drops and play right hand next turn. He probably will block the sarcophagus, obviously. Land would be nice. Land is nice. think the Gonti will die. Don't exile it. Don't. Don't. Oh. There goes my Gonti. Now this has vigilance, so that is annoying. We're already at max speed though. Okay, I'm going to play this plains. I'm just going to right-hand that because I don't want him to get any more speed. And we'll just keep jamming. Okay, well, I hope he has nothing to crew. Okay. If only he hadn't exiled it. Well, I'm keeping the back on track, obviously. So I think this pretty much kills our whole plan. So I think I'll just play this. And the Barons. And if he at some point attacks us by crewing the air response unit, I will right end the interface ace because it will be tapped. So he will go to 3 speed, but as it seems now, he might not have a blocker next turn. Please don't play a creature. Okay, it's not a creature. This is looking good. We can deal 5 damage to him. 2, 4, 6. We just play the links. Might sacrifice the momentum breaker. But I just have to prevent... I cannot. If he plays a creature, he's at max speed anyway. Wow. Yep, he's at max speed, which will mill ourselves. Now I hope he mills something big, which we can return. And he still... Is this an artifact creature? And lifelink. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I think the lifelink is going to be the most painful thing here. So let's hope to find some kind of big dude to reanimate. Oh, our board wipe. No. Ooh. Okay, so I think we just attack with everything. But this is going to be very difficult for us. Oh, this is just stupid. Okay, well, this is a definite misplay. Yep. Shouldn't have done that. Of course he can... Yeah. The vigilance on that thing is just deadly. I will give you an oops. Speed demon. We found it. Yeah, he's got so much stuff. Well, at least the speed demon can block the air response unit. It's not an instant, unfortunately. We cannot do both. Oil Gorger is good as well, by the way. I just have to have this one. And we'll do nothing. Except for draw a lot of cards. But we have not so many turns left. So I hope to draw some kind of removal for the air response unit. Neck Regent is also good. But we only have like 2 more turns. Okay. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 mana. Okay, that is Search spell. I need to top deck some... Oh no. Yeah, I really need to top deck some kind of removal. But that was a good draw. I think this is just over now. We don't have anything against the air response unit. We have 3 right ends gone. Our board wipe is gone. And let's be honest, 3 life is not that much. And Oil Gorger is not even that good now. Yep. So we can play the Oil Gorger and the Javelineer. But then I still think that we are not going to live. Okay. I'm keeping that on top, not because it's good, but simply because he's going to mill it anyway. But I think there's just, as I said, nothing we can do. He has a 26 life. Okay, he's at 29 life. Good game. Yep, he has the Dream Deck. The Perilous Snare really got us. Maybe with the Speed Demon we could have had a chance, but I also had a misplay there. So, my mistake. You shouldn't attack into a 4/4 lifelink creature when you don't have 4 power. Okay. Saved it on a hard drive. Now, could be the last game. Could be still having some more fun with this amazing deck. Let's bring it Swiss Pal. Yep. I'm fine with this. 1-drop would be amazing. And of course we need another swamp, but we will probably find it. We found it. Now a 3-drop. And hope he doesn't play... Ooh. Well, I still want to keep his board empty, so I'm just going to trade this. And if he doesn't have a play this turn, odds are that he does, we can get in for some Gonti action. Okay. He's probably still going to... Oh, he might have the fight spell. Seems like he does. I'm not going to play Gonti because then I think it will die. So I'm just going to see if I can get my speed up 1. And now I'll play the Gonti because he doesn't have the Death Touch and the fight spell. I just assume with this card, you should probably always assume with this card, if someone has this, it's pretty... Odds are pretty big that he will actually have the fight spell, and he can use it for 1 mana. Yeah, well, we should have top decked the land there. Maybe we should just see if we can find a red source and then just save some cards and blow up the board. And once our Gonti gets in and we play one of his spells, okay, of course he's not attacking. Come on, most definitely doing that. Please find a red source. Not even a land. Ouch. Yeah, this is not looking too good. We really needed land there for the right end. Now, of course, it's not over. All we need is a red source. Exile One target artifact creature, return to the battlefield. So the next step, activate 4 times each creature. So it only kills creatures. It would wipe his board and none of mine. And I would like to do it before he uses the scrap compactor. And depending on what he does with attacks, could always use the Perilous Snare to make sure that our Gonti gets in for some damage. Okay, he's not attacking. Necro-Regent is good. I think I have to play something. So I'm going to play this and keep a Bride's End for whatever he does. I mean, let's be honest, I prefer him to use the scrap compactor on the Gonti, I mean on the sarcophagus. Oh. Well, that's something that we should most definitely either exile or snare. Come on, red source. Okay, well, if he's not going to attack, I'm just going to keep drawing lands, apparently. Not the right one. Yep. That happens. Now if he does attack we can use both right ends, but I'm still trying to find the red source here. Well, Gonti is out of the graveyard. So I'm just going to exile that one, at least try to. And take 3, I guess. Yeah, we're just lacking speed. Well, keeping a bright end to... It's actually a pretty decent draw. So, what we can do is bubble the Vanguard, obviously. Perilous Snare the Hazard of the Dunes. But I want to play this anyway. I don't want to use all my stuff, so I'm just going to use the Grim Bubble probably for surveilling, because I really want to find the red source, or a way to get our engine speed up. All I'm interested in here is a red source. Don't need another removal spell. I mean, hopefully at some point I will just blow up the board. Oh, come on. That's not even enough. Well, guess I'll just do this. Because we can keep it alive with the board wipe anyway. But this is not looking amazing. We have 3 of them, I think. So chance of 3 in 19. What is it, like 15%? Ouch. So, please, red source. Oh, come on. Let's keep patiently waiting. Now the Lynx will at least avoid him attacking with all the 1/1s. Hopefully. Okay, well now I will... Okay, interesting. Okay. Kinda assumed that he had something more. Okay, well now we need... Well, we still need the red source. Maybe I should have exiled this dude. No. Okay, well... I think we're about done here. 3, 4. He has lethal. We cannot double block that one. Yeah. Oh, so unlucky. 4, 5. We will gain some life, so I'm just going to double block that one. And now, the only thing that can get us the victory is a mountain off the top. But the chances are 1 in 17. Oh, he can even get it back. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he has a nice deck. Good job, man. Good job. Yep. Yeah, maybe I should have used the exile spell on the other one. Maybe it was just too risky trying to find the red source. Not sure what kind of achievement that was. But so last 2 games, 2 losses. We had 3 sources for red. We didn't find it, unfortunately. If we did find it, it would have been a very different game. But I also made some mistakes, like attacking into a 4/4 lifelinker. Or maybe I should have used the right end on the dude that he had, because you know, black can get stuff out of the graveyard. So I'm just going to claim this 4-3. I am satisfied. Now, if you like what I did on YouTube, for instance, feel free to let me know, and by clicking some buttons. And I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.